talk about the thing, something I don't know what. I have all these tabs open. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is a couple of things, guys. If you're into the Fusion plugins, and we've done on this channel, we've done the hardware versus the plugins, reviews, shootouts, comparisons, blah, blah, blah. I've done on Home Recording Made Easy, reviews on all the individual plugins and what my thoughts were around them. We thought the Fusion plugin sounded really good. However, at $199 a module, we said that's way overkill. It's not worth it. $1,000 for that bundle is way too much money. And at that time, I said, and go back and watch the video, if they put these things on sale for $50 or less, they're worth every single penny. And recently they've been putting them on sale. So as we sit here tonight, the SSL Fusion high frequency compressor is now $34.99. If you're into the Fusion plugins, it's worth $34.99 in my opinion. It's great. And they've been putting the other ones, I think, Dave, on sale too. Like they just did.
This is the third one. This is the third one so far. They did the, I believe, because I have them already, but I'd have to look. But I believe they did the transformer, and I believe they did the Violet EQ so far, and then the high frequency compressors this week. So they got 2 more to go. They've got the vintage drive, and they've got the stereo
imager.
Yeah, and the stereo width one of all of them to me was the clear winner in the plug-in versus hardware shootout.
Right. So go check that out if you want, or if you're an SSL plugin guy or gal and you want to pay for the monthly subscription, you get all their plugins, which is the kind of the not new, but kind of the standard now with all these software companies. So you'd have them all anyway. They are not, in my opinion, and probably Dave's as well, they are not worth $200 a module, in my opinion. I think that is way overkill. If you're going to spend $200 on a module, buy the $149 subscription for the year and get access to everything, which leads us into the new SSL, the 4KB, which right now you can't purchase. You have to subscribe, but I guarantee you that's going to be a purchase plugin within 3 months. You'll be able to buy that. I don't know that. We don't have any inside information, but that would be my guess. So if you haven't
I'm figuring that they're gonna make a subscription for a while. They've got it tied to the UC1. So it's like they're going to make it that for a while and get everybody on board with it they can before they put it out for sale at $150 or $200 for the regular people.
Right. And so if you have a UC1 or a UF8, you get these plugins for free. You get not only this plugin, which is the new 4KB, but you also get the channels, the other SSL, which I think is based on a 9000J maybe. And then you also get the bus compressor. So now you have 3 plugins that you can control with the UC1, which we'll talk about in a second. So here's the 4KB. Now, what a lot of people don't know, and honestly, Dave, I did not know this. Did you know that the 4KB is actually the first SSL console that was made? People think of the E series and the G series, but before that, there was a B series, and there's only I think there was only 7 or 8 of them made. And so they're a little different sounding in that they say that the EQ section is a lot more subtle than the E series EQ. I will tell you on the Origin, which is the E series, the EQ is very aggressive. This is supposed to be more subtle. They also say that the dynamic section is actually what became the SSL, the famous bus compressor that we all know and love. That's what this kind of is. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1, but that's, you don't have a slow attack, fast attack. You just have ratio, release, and threshold. So that'll be interesting to hear what that sounds like. And so that's pretty cool. And I guess they relayed this, the layout of this. They restructured the layout of the 2 channel strips so they're identical looking. So when you're using them in your UC1 software and all of that. So that came out this week too. And again, you can't buy it, but you can use it on the UC1 and the UF8. And speaking of the UC1 and the UF8, one of the things that I'm going to be doing, here's the new 2 channel strip. So they redesigned this one. This one didn't look like this before. So part of the new update, when they released this plugin, they also updated their 360 software, which is what I'm really interested in, which is their proprietary. You put your channel strip across all your tracks and your DAW, and you mix straight from here. And now the original 360 software, when I originally used it, when I had a UC1 2 years ago or whenever it came out, is they didn't have a transport control in it. Now they do. They added a few different workflow features to this that were kind of missing, which I think is going to be helpful. And so I'm interested to try this out and to mix a song with this. So the UF8 and the UC1, both of those things will control these plugins. Either you only have to have one or the other, or you can have them both, which is going to be really, really cool.